Good evening. This is Jackie with Jackie's Crazy Carnivore Corner. Seems so repetitive. Anyway, not sure what day is today. 9th. No. 16 days. We're going to call it ketovore. Haven't eaten much vegetables, so I don't know. I think this is the best I've looked in days. I've been in and out with the goats, sold 17 goats this morning because we are in a drought. And I probably lost money, but I can't feed them. So that's what I did this morning, run cattle back and forth from farm to farm. We took 2 to the sale barn. I had to take 2 different trips. There was no way I was going to get 17 goats and 2 cows in that 16-foot trailer. They would have all fit, but there's no way I would have actually gotten them in there. Caught my daughter's cow. She's got a pet cow with a newborn calf. She's got to go out to breed. She's way behind on calving. She should have calved back in March, and she's way behind because she just calved the other day. So she's going straight out. She was broke to lead. I've kind of got hurt a little bit today. Got tossed around a little bit. She knows she's 1,500 pounds, and she just uses that head. Woo! Away I go. Scuffed up my knee. I don't know if it looks like carpet burn. I tell you, I did not have any fun to make that carpet burn. Stepped on my side, right over my ovary. Oh man, it hurt for like an hour. My arm's a little messed up. It's okay. I think my husband might have broken a finger in the process because while I was getting tossed around, he was trying to get control of her. Finally, he just let her go. I got up. He grabbed a hold of her. I put the horse halter on her and went and got a whip. So as he led her, she got popped the correct way to go. So when she tried to jerk the other direction, I popped her in the nose and straightened her back up. She was acting all worried about her calf. She wasn't. She was just dinking around. She didn't want to go. It took quite a bit to get in their trailers. That cow is always loaded like a champ. Not today. So we got her out at Aunt Cheryl's field. We farm with my aunt now, his aunt. We farm with his aunt. It was his grandparents, but now it's her. So we got her out there in that pasture because she pairs better with that bull. So did my chores. Chores don't take very long. I actually found this evening, I heard chicks cheeping in the barn. I pulled their mother out 2 days ago, thought their eggs were done for. They're a week overdue. They were exposed to air. It turned out the straw under her nest had all fallen out, and she's sitting in a wire cage. Well, they were exposed to air this whole time. 2 days. I pulled her out 2 days ago and gave her guinea chicks because I thought her eggs were done. I tried candling and was not getting anywhere. And go out there today, and I hear cheeping. And another hen was looking up at the cage up in there, the rabbit cages. So I went out in there. Sure enough, there are 2 newborn chicks, and they still have egg sac hanging off of them. So I grabbed them, got them to the house, and got them both, just tapped their beaks in the water and got them a little water. And because I wasn't positive the one how long had been hatched. He looked pretty rough. But when they're newborn, they tend to look rough, and he isn't kept as warm as he should have been after being born. So got him under, technically their mother, shoved her under her wings. So her 2 guinea chicks, they'll run around and do their thing, and they'll go back to her when they're warm. When they need warmed, they'll go back to her. So she's got the 2 newborn chicks under her wings. So hopefully that goes well. The rest of them I shoved in the incubator. I turned the incubator on. I ran in the house, turned the incubator on, went back out and got the eggs, come back in, and the incubator is up to about 80. And I went ahead and put them in. It's warmer than outside. I think it might be 80, 82. Anyway, it should be getting up to heat now. It doesn't take it very long. What I am doing, I'm waiting on my husband to cook lunch. So this is their supper. This is not going to be very long. Lunch, after we got done getting beat up by cows and me crying over selling my goats and going to lose money today, we had leftover ribeye from last night, a big old ribeye leftover. I warmed it back up and fixed some eggs. So he had eggs and ribeye and toast, and I just had ribeye. supper, I pulled out a package of tenderized pork. Now we butcher most of our meat. We butcher it ourselves. We raise it and butcher it ourselves. We actually buy the hog from somebody else. It's supposed to be organic fed. I don't know how you can feed organic soy. It seems kind of redundant. I don't know, just not right. But anyway, the hog was raised on dirt, which my husband likes. So it was outside in a lot. Anyway, we butchered them in a group of 5. So other people joined in. They bought hogs also. And we all butchered these hogs together one morning. And it said tenderized pork, which would be ham butt that we sliced thin and tenderized. Should have been. I found a big package of shoulder steaks, pork shoulder steaks. I'm a little happy about that, actually. I've been eating a lot of pork here lately, but it is not hurting my feelings any at all. I just weighed myself, 230 pounds, so I am down 20 pounds in 16 days. Pork is not hurting me any at all. So my husband's grilling them for us. Oh, the dog wants in. My husband's grilling them. So we'll eat a couple tonight, and then I'll save the rest for next week for work, because they're big enough. About 1 a day for lunch will do me. My dog's in the house. So I think he decided he's going to eat a salad. He's not healthy inclined or nothing like that. I just didn't want to make sides, and most of our sides, you know, if I can potatoes, they're in a quart jar. You know, everything is too much for one person. But we do have lettuce because we had taco salads the other day. So I'm going to show you what I've started this afternoon. I repair vintage sewing machines. Now this is not overly vintage. It's considered vintage. But it's not that old, really, in the way of things. Here's the Singer sewing machine. I've been working on this. The button's been slow to come back out. That's the reverse. You push it in and let it out when you're done. It's been really slow, so we're working good now. We'll see how that works. So this machine was stuck tight. I got it working, got it moving. I think I have everything moving now. Yeah, they're loud. It's not a true, what I call a vintage machine. It's got metal gears and metal parts. Everything is in really good condition though so far. So it'll be 50, 60 bucks. I'll get it finished and get it tested. I've serviced it and whatnot, but this is what I do in my free time. Now I used to have lots of free time because up until about 8 months ago, I was home all day. So I started repairing sewing machines out of necessity, and then it turned into a slightly money-making hobby. At one time I was shipping out 4 to 5 a week before COVID. When COVID hit, it got kind of crazy. I really didn't sell very many. The market just flooded, and I backed off. I was kind of mad at the world. I kind of go in spurts when I work on them anyway. So yeah, this is what I do. Usually I'll do 1 or 2 a weekend. I didn't do any last weekend. So this is the insides. As you can see, this is actually made out of a nylon. And on the underside, the gears, you can't actually get to the plastic gears. You don't want to lube the plastic gears anyway. Nylon, whatever you want to call them. They're on the underside. This one doesn't really have gears per se. It must have something in here. Or it may not actually. Anyway, I've never actually taken this part apart. These things are not worth enough to do a lot. So when it runs, these spin. The bar comes down inside here and hits this. This turns this, and turns the feed dogs. For a plastic machine, I say it's a pretty damn good design. You can get to the belt if this breaks, which I haven't. This is actually a replacement belt. I rarely see these broken, but they're easy to get for like $8. So easy to get, easy to put on, you know, makes my job easy. Well, my husband's here. Food is ready. I'm going to shut her down now and eat. Happy carnivore, everybody.